Hi, welcome to the Trim Twinsies channel. Today we are going to talk about meal prep because that's something that we do every week, and we both feel like we've kind of gotten into a groove, and so we just wanted to share what we are doing. So why don't you go first, Christina?
Yeah, so I'm Christina. It's just my husband and I. We have no kids, and I work outside the home. So does he. So I have to pack lunch every day. So what I do to get ready for the week is a lot of things that are driven by the fact that I want to spend the least amount of money on food as possible. So I make a lot of things from scratch. So I make sourdough bread. I make bone broth. I make my own almond milk, and I hard boil eggs. I like to soak and cook rice and then freeze it in individual portions, and that will last for a couple of weeks usually. My husband is also Korean, so we eat a lot of brown sticky rice. And if I need it, I will make ghee from scratch because it's super easy. And if I want oatmeal that week or quinoa or something like that, I'll make that on the weekend as part of my meal prep. I always make some kind of baked good. Rebekah, you probably do this too.
I do.
Or
Yep.
candy. Like all the treats, I make them on the weekend because when it's time, when you're like, I want something sweet or I want a snack, that's not the time that you need to be cooking it. Unless it's like a simple bread in a mug or like a simple muffin in a mug, which don't get me started because there's so many delicious ones. But so I make like the payoff day candies from the Healthy Mama cookbook, or some kind of muffin or something like that we can have for breakfast or snacks, or even bring to lunch with me to work. Also, I make like a big roast usually, or a whole chicken. So I make those kind of bigger meals on the weekends, and then I will portion the meat into separate, either like one big thing, like right now I have a big thing of ham in the fridge, and I have individual portions of roast beef in the freezer, so that I can freeze those individual portions, and they're way easy to cook with throughout the week.
I gotta say, you sound like a purist with all this stuff, but I know that you're not really a purist.
I'm a purist, but I feel like I'm a purist because I'm a budgeting mama.
But you're not. It's all of this. Your stuff, honestly, it sounds a little bit time intensive.
It is because I don't have kids. I don't have anything really going on the weekends. We don't live near family, so I do a lot of time intensive stuff, and it's fun.
I am a purist, I think, but I also don't have kids. My name is Rebekah, by the way. I don't have kids, but I do live with my parents, so I'm sharing a kitchen with my mom, and she would not let me have the kitchen for that long. So on Saturdays, I always make some type of nut milk, and then because I hate dishes, after I'm done with the nut milk, I use the same blender and I make glucky pudding.
I do that too!
Yes, I love that. And I don't wash the blender in between. That's what I mean.
No.
I also make a sweet treat and any kind of snack. I really rely on snacks, and I'm trying to think of an example, like protein balls or definitely
chews.
Roasted nuts. I almost always roast nuts because I buy them raw in the bulk section because I really like to reduce waste. So like cashews and peanuts anyway. And then I also usually make some kind of concentrated sipper. So I'll put like an earth milk sip or something in here, and then I'll have it's concentrate. So then I dilute it with water when I want to drink it. Or I'll make egg cups in these little silicone baking cups, or little muffins or whatever. So breakfast, anything that will help me get through the week. But that's usually only those couple of things: nut milk, glucky pudding, snacks, and roast nuts and sippers. So all of that takes about an hour and a half. So, well, I hope that gave you some ideas about how you can do some meal prep to help get you through the week and stay on plan in this crazy world that we live in.
Yeah. And every weekend we're going to try to post our meal prep on our Instagram story. So it'll only be available for 24 hours after we click the, I know, because it's just so much stuff. I don't want to clog up the normal Instagram feed. So my handle is Trim Healthy Nina, and Trim
Mine is
Healthy
Trim
Becca.
Healthy Becca, Beka.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Instagram
Too.
for the Trim Healthy Mama community. It's so great. So if you're
Yeah,
not on there, you have to get on. Any phone has Instagram, so
it's
I'll
pretty
see you
fun.
there.
Yeah. All right. Have a great week.